Greetings and salutations, you guys. It is Thursday, September 13th. And today, I wanted to come in and touch base on who you allow in your space. Many times we have friends and family, and we deal with a lot of people on a daily basis. But what you have to realize is that everybody that you're involved with does not have a purpose in being involved with you. We think that, because we really care about somebody or they're related to us, that, even if they're a negative person, we can allow them in our space because we're supposed to. When in all actuality, you don't have to do that. That's not something that you have to do. I spent a lot of time as a child and as an adolescent dealing with people who did not treat me kindly, but I allowed them in my space because I thought I had to. And as you grow older, you realize that you don't have to allow anybody in your space. Everyone is not entitled to you. You allow people in your space who bring positivity and who bring something necessary to the table. And that's not to say that you use people, because in turn, what negative people do is they use you for their energy. They use you and they feed off of the things that you bring to the table. So pay attention. If you're around somebody and you're being positive and they just really have a negative, like a negative vibe, they always have, a problem for every solution, that's a key factor or a key indicator that that person has no business being around you. They're feeding off of your positive energy and they're using you for your energy. And people are thieves. People are thieves of energy, and you have to, as my friend Shay would say, you have to protect your peace. Your peace it belongs to you. It should be very sacred and very important, and you should protect that at all costs. Never allow somebody in your space who's going to continue to rattle you and bring you out of that peaceful space that you place yourself in. We deal with people, customers, family members, significant others, friends, associates, all the time, and you have to limit those interactions if that person is bringing you, if they're bringing you no joy. How is that benefiting you? How is that replenishing you? Miss Vincent said, my cup runneth over. What is in the cup is for me, and what rolls over is for everyone else. You can't pour into somebody if you are empty. And so that goes to show that you need to be around people who pour into your cup. You can't, be around people who continuously take and take and take and take, because how are you going to pour into yourself? How are you going to pour into how are you going to pour into other people? You can't, it can't happen. It's impossible. You have to, just like you feed yourself every day, like, you feed yourself and you give your body nourishment. You have to deal with people who nourish you. Sorry, y'all, it might be a little loud. I'm at my hookah bar. Crystal, my favorite server, Crystal, is back finally after being sick for like forever. So if you guys, by the way, I'm sorry I didn't mention where I was yesterday. I said I was at the hookah bar, but I didn't tell you. It's Kanzaman, so it's on West 25th. So right over the bridge. If you're coming like through downtown, it's right over the bridge, and you make a left, and you go up the streets on your right hand side. Really great people here, really great food, good hookah, everything like that. But what I was saying was you need to deal with people who are going to replenish you at the end of the day. You can't, be around people on a daily basis and continue to let people drain you. And that means that you need to go home and meditate sometimes. Sometimes you need to, go and read, some positivity or, something of that nature. As long as you're feeding positivity into yourself, you're fueling yourself with positivity, you're going to get more positive vibes back. Just like I said yesterday, you need to vibrate on a higher level. People who are not vibrating on your same frequency cannot affect you if they are not real gems. But you have to place yourself on a higher at a higher point. Negative people are not going to be able to reach you because they're dwelling in their negative areas. A negative is nowhere near a positive. And sometimes your positivity can bring that person to that positive level, but dealing with a negative person can also bring you down to that negative level, and that's not where you want to be in life. Nobody wants to be, below their point. You're supposed to be on a positive level. You're supposed to be vibrating higher, and that goes, towards everything. If you're dealing with a family member and that family member is rude and they're negative and they're stressing you out, just because you're related does not mean that you have to allow that person into your space to continue to use, misuse, and abuse you. That is not a free ticket to use somebody because you're related to them. That's not a free ticket to use somebody because you're in a relationship, or because you're friends, or because you work together, or because they're servicing you in some shape, form, or fashion. I deal with a lot of people on a daily basis, and they feel like because I am in the role that I am in, they can use and abuse and mistreat me, and that's not the case. You have to let those people know, teach them, hey, this is my role, I'm assisting you, but I don't have to do this. It's not something that I have to do. Once people realize that you're doing things out the kindness of your heart, that'll change the way they deal with you. If they want to continue to use and misuse you, once they realize that they can't do that and you're not going to allow that, they will change the way they interact with you. It's all about interaction. You deal, even when you see a stranger on the street, that stranger might be having a really bad day. If you smile and wave and they smile and wave back, you may have just transferred positive energy into them. They might have been having a really bad day, and that smile and that wave could have changed that. So it's all about how you interact with people, and it's all about, the vibes and the energy and the positivity that you give out. Nobody wants to deal with negative people all day. That is exhausting, to deal with negative, rude people on a daily basis. That's how you deplete yourself, We all have a limit. We all, have a max fill line. And it's okay to surpass that max fill line, but you don't want to go beyond. You don't want to go to, the lowest point that you can get to, because then you're going to overexert yourself. That causes you to be sad and depressed and exhausted. You can't allow yourself to allow other people to exhaust you. If you're going to be tired on your own accord. Don't be tired because somebody else is using you and you're constantly giving and giving and giving because they continue to take and take and take. If you allow that, that ends up being your fault. You have to know where your limit is. And it's a difference between doing things out the kindness of your heart and then doing things because you feel obligated, because you have some type of attachment to somebody. And just because y'all attached don't mean anything. You can't allow, a parent to misuse and abuse you. That's where child services comes in. You can't allow that. They have to be held accountable. And once you place that accountability on that person, it is then their choice to decide to continue those actions or change those actions, or completely cut you off as in entirety. And a lot of times we feel like, when people cut us off, oh my God, I lost so-and-so, or, they don't want to deal with me anymore. But anybody that's using and abusing and misusing you has no business being around you. It's not benefiting you in any shape, form, or fashion. It's not giving you any positive energy. It's not giving you any encouragement. None of that. So it's up to you to identify those traits in the people that you deal with on a daily basis. But that's really it. I just came in today. I don't know. I guess today's video is about the same length as it always is. But I came across a video and it triggered my response being this video. And I'm sorry for background noise today, y'all. It's a lot of traffic going on. I'm downtown in Cleveland, so if you've ever been to downtown Cleveland, you know that traffic is crazy. But I will be touching in with you guys tomorrow, and continue to do yesterday's challenge for the rest of the week. See if you can continue to respond to negative people with positivity for the rest of the week. And if so, comment your interactions in the comment section and let me know how those interactions changed or stayed the same, if you felt different or empowered with your responses of positivity to those negative actions. Again, comment topics so I know what you guys want me to touch base on tomorrow. I might do something special for you guys this weekend. We'll see. I kind of have a lot of things going on, but I'll also be in the presence of a lot of great people as well. So I'll see if they want to come in and drop some gems for you guys. But I think that's about it. I got my wireless headphones in, so we'll see how this video goes. I don't know how well you guys can hear me today. So you'll see. If I post this, then that means the quality was good. If not, I'll just re-record it on my way home. You guys know how I usually end up doing that. So yeah, give me a thumbs up if you like this video and appreciate this type of content. If you want some different content, comment below, let me know. Again, I'll have the same thing from yesterday in the description box. Nails, my hair is from Vibe with Kai. I tagged her yesterday, but I didn't tell you guys about my hair. But yes, my friend Nia Kai does my hair. Wonderful stylist. She's located in Cleveland, and she will travel to you if you know, are willing to drop an extra, couple dollars, So I'll put her in the description box as well. Sabria Jebi will be in the description box, and then also Lames in Your Set Chris will be in the description box. The Ohio Entertainment Awards are going on, so make sure you go and vote. The actual awards show is on October 7th, and I will be vlogging that live for you guys as well. And then I'll also be vlogging. We're supposed to be going on a trip the next day, so I will be vlogging the trip as well. And let's see if you guys can guess where we are going. But that's about it. Enjoy the rest of your night. Remember that nobody is better at you than you are.